Namaste. Thank you for joining me. This class is going to be a shorter version of some of the Lunar Flow classes that I teach. This is a great practice to come to in the evening, but it's also a grounding practice for any time during the day that you may feel a little overstimulated. So with this, what we're going to look at is staying closer to the ground, emphasizing hip opening, and just really creating this sense of heaviness and letting go so that it's easier to transition into the second part of our day and rest well so that we end up being our best self the next day. So go ahead and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, just scan your body for a moment and feel. So often we spend the majority of our day in our head and we don't even remember we have a body. Take a deep breath in and fill out the inside of the body with your awareness. And as you exhale, see if you can find the earthiness of your bones, the weightiness and the heaviness of all your bones. And keep breathing with awareness, cultivating this long, slow breath. The exhale is associated to the more grounding energy. We call it Apana Vayu, which needs to be dominant in the letting go process and the grounding process, and especially in the evening, so we can let go of the day and enter the night more gracefully. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale all of your air and feel that earthy, heavy, grounded quality. And let's begin with Om. Inhale. Om. With your next exhale, release your hands. Gently open your eyes and come forward to tabletop. Look at your fingers and make just a conscious connection of your hands into the earth. We want to keep drawing on the earth energy to ground us tonight. Take your right knee behind your left. Separate your feet away from each other. And then start with cat-cow. Drop the center of you down. Turn the sternum up. Widen the sitting bones. And as you exhale, round the spine and widen the back of the body. Inhale, widen the front of the body. And exhale, round and widen the back of the body. Let this feel so good. Take one more round. Inhale, slow. And exhale all the way to where you're empty. And you feel the bone energy reach deep into the earth. Neutralize your spine. Walk your hands just a little bit forward. We're going to lean forward a bit. And then as you exhale, send your pelvis back towards your heels and drop your head, drop your brain. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, lean forward, transfer the weight into your hands and your wrists to stretch the wrists. Exhale, send the weight into your pelvis, dropping back any amount. So depending on a lot of things, it could look a little different for each of us. One more time, inhale, transfer the weight into your fingertips. Exhale, transfer the weight into your pelvis. This time, we're going to stay. Take 3 big breaths in and out. See if you can feel the brain get a little heavier and closer to the earth with every exhale. It's a symbol of releasing the mind, all the busyness that we needed to inhabit today. That you give yourself permission to just drip it off. On your next breath in, come up to tabletop. You'll untangle your right leg out to the side. And I'm lucky, I have the wall next to me, which is really lovely to push into, but you actually don't need the wall. We'll take an inhale, sweep the right arm out to the sky, spread and open the chest. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Your right ear might come down to a block or a pillow or the floor. Inhale again, open it up. And exhale, wring it out. In the evening time, I like to use yoga very symbolically. Inhale, open it up. And it's like I'm wringing out the day. It's like wringing out a dirty wash rag. All the gunk, all the garbage that we take on. We're gonna stay now for 3 breaths. Inhale. And this isn't the deepest twist you've ever done, so make sure that you use props as you need to. This is just a nice little gesture to wring out the spine, to open the right leg, the right groin. And then inhale, push down into your hand and come all the way back up. Reach the arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, take your hand back down. So my right leg is still out to the side, and I'm going to walk my hands forward, send my weight into my hands again. Now, you might just come here, you might let the half of the pelvis come all the way down, but this should not go into your low back, so you don't have to go this deep is what I'm saying. As you exhale, you're going to lean back. My right toes have dialed up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to step towards my heels. Inhale, walk forward again. Toes turn forward, lower the hips. Remember, this is about decompressing, not getting crunchier. We've already done that today. Exhale, right toes, right kneecap up. Bend your hips back and drop your heels. Good. Do it again. I'm going to face you just so you can see the arrangement of my foot. Inhale, the pelvis lowers. Exhale, my right toes, right kneecap up, hips go back any amount, and now I want you to stay for 3 breaths. You may need to put a block underneath your hips, you may not need to bend this deep. Remember, this is about decompressing and grounding, not taking on more, but getting rid of the excess. So the poses need to have that intention in them in the way that you approach them. Good. You'll inhale, come on up. From here, take your right leg behind you, stretch it out. And as you exhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Blocks are always helpful under the hands. Inhale, both hands will reach up. You'll scoop the pelvis under you so you get a stretch in the hip flexor. And then exhale, hands come down, but both knees are going to straighten as much as you can. This might be where the blocks are really helpful. Bend your knees, reach both arms up. Inhale. Both hands down, both legs straighten as much as you can without overdoing. Drop your brain. Bend your front knee, lower the back knee down, scoop the pelvis, reach up. And exhale, both hands come down, straighten your knees, and settle the head. We'll stay for 3 breaths. Inhale, and exhale. Think about pressing the top of your thigh bones back into your hamstrings. Notice what the hands and feet are touching, and sensitize yourself to that sensation so you feel what you're feeling. Stay connected to your mat. Stay connected to your breath. Bend your right knee only. Inhale. And now we're going to walk our hands to the left, and you'll turn both feet sideways on your mat. Inhale. Lift all 10 of your toes up. Ground your big toe ball mounds, inner heels. As you exhale, set your toes down and feel the outside of the foot ground and fold. Let your head get so heavy. This is Prasarita Padottanasana. And I like to use this pose as an inversion. It's a half inversion. Our head is below our heart. We spent all day with our head towards the ceiling. Now we're going to use this to ground the brain. the eyes, and point all of those places that have pointed to the skies now down to the ground, to the earth. Ground your thoughts, deepen your breath. Place your hands down, lift your chest nice and high. Inhale. Stay for the exhale and trace a line from your sitting bones down into your heels. Get really heavy and grounded through the back of the body. And now walk your hands back towards your front foot, spin your back heel up, and we'll go into three-legged dog. Our right foot sweeps up to the sky. Bend your knee if you like, open your hip, but get your head down. Drop your left heel down as much as you can. Pull your left outer hip back. And keep reaching up as high as you can, just flushing out all the work. Again, using this as an inversion, so we get the legs in a different orientation to gravity here. Take another breath. Set your right foot down, lower down to your knees, inhale, and as slow as you can, exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Take your left knee behind your right knee. You're going to separate the feet away from each other and just take a moment and let the body orient itself. Cat-cow here, slowly drop the belly, turn the sternum up, inhale. And exhale with sound, push through the earth. Inhale with sound. Exhale with sound. Last one. Good. From here, flatten the spine, lean forward just a little bit into the hands, and then exhale all the breath out. Squeeze and wring out the tissue here. Get as low as you can, but make sure it's safe and not forced. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, squeeze and wring out the hips. Soften your hands here. Inhale one more time. Exhale to take it back. And we'll stay. Hands can be wherever it feels most supportive. Sometimes I pull my elbows in a little bit just to feel a little more grounded through my arms. But if you want a big stretch through the sides of the waist, it's okay to keep the arms stretching forward. Last breath, fill up your waist. Feel the heaviness of your pelvis, your thighs, your shins, your head even drops down. And then inhale nice and slow, come on up. And you'll untangle your legs and stretch your left leg out to the side. So my toes and my knee are facing forward. And then cat-cow, inhale, drop the spine, dial this left inner thigh back. And then exhale, wrap this left hip under you and feel the thigh bone rotate in the socket. Inhale, dial the thighs back and apart. Exhale, round the spine, push deep inside the earth. One more time, inhale. And ground. Exhale, belly lifts up, pelvic floor lifts up inside, but you feel your bones push into the earth. Inhale, neutralize your spine. Walk your hands just a little bit forward so you have somewhere to lean. And you'll just lean into the hands. So it could just be here. If it's okay on the back and the right hip flexor, you can drop the pelvis down, little awkward back bend. Exhale, send the hips back. Really important, your toes, left kneecap need to point up to the sky. Or you drop back into the pelvis. Inhale, walk it forward again. Right thigh opens as much as is safe here. Remember, we're opening up and rinsing the tissue. We're not forcing, we're just trying to prepare for a very spacious, deep sleep. Inhale. And exhale. Good, we'll stay this time. 3 breaths. You might be further up. You might need to put a block underneath your right seat and your right heel. Walk, and you could even support your head with your hands here. Take a breath. Exhale completely. And walk your hands underneath you. Your left hand will ground. Your right hand will ground. And your left arm is going to open up. Big, juicy inhale up to your fingernails, down to your fingernails as well. And then thread it through. Wring it out. Only go as deep as you can continue to exhale. And then 2 more times. Inhale. Bring awareness into all the edges of your body. And then wring out anything that's excessive, anything that doesn't belong, to help you rest this evening. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Stay. You have 3 breaths. Again, a block under your head is sometimes nice. On your next exhale, see if the left side of your brain can get a little heavier. The left eyeball gets a little heavier. Push into the right hand and thread the left arm. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, take your left hand down. Take your left leg behind you, stretch it out. As you exhale, left knee bends and you'll step your foot outside of your hand. Take an inhale, both arms go up to the sky. There's a little bit of rotation in the pelvis so we can stretch this right hip flexor. And then exhale, hands come down, straighten both legs. Hands to blocks if you need to. Keep breathing out. Breathe in, both knees bend, arms high. Exhale, both hands down, both legs straighten. Again, inhale. Ground from the pelvis into the knees, into the feet. Exhale, straighten both legs as much as you can, and we'll stay. Inhale from your heels all the way up to your sitting bones. And then as you exhale, push from sitting bones down into your heels. Ground your energy. Inhale up the legs. Exhale down the legs. 1 more breath up the legs. And exhale down the legs. Good. Bend your left knee. You're going to walk to your right and sideways on your mat. So I'm going to spin on and face you. Let you stay where you are. Unless you need to turn and face me to see what we're doing. This time, toes will turn out instead of forward. So make sure toes and kneecaps are facing in the same direction. Walk your hands towards your right foot. Bend your right knee any amount. Chest forward. Ground this right heel down. If you want a different variation, left toes, left knee lift up. Right heel lifts and your pelvis drops. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale to the left. Same procedure, second side. Inhale back to center, and exhale, pulse to the right again. Ground, staying close to the earth. Inhale, center, to the left. Exhale, nice and heavy. Do it 1 more time each side. Inhale. Lean into the earth. center. And exhale down. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your hands to the top of your mat and step back into three-legged dog. So your left leg needs to go up to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Knee high, right heel low, push into the earth. We're just getting that change of circulation in the body. That left leg is getting a break from gravity. Release the foot down. Look forward. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Turn your toes out. Remember, kneecap and toes face the same direction. Keep the right knee bent and step your left foot outside of your left hand. So you're very wide. Bend your knees into malasana. So this is a wide squat. Toes turn out, knees turn out. Hands can come to heart. If you need a block under the pelvis to sit on, or you could even have a little stool or a cushion underneath your sitting bones. If your heels lift up, it's important that they're touching the ground. Remember, this is a very grounding practice. So roll up a towel or your mat or a blanket and put it under your heels and see if that gives you something to ground into. Oftentimes, we actually need to go wider than we realize with our legs so that our thigh bones can clear the pelvis and we can get into a deeper squat. So whatever arrangement you have 2 more breaths. Take your time, breathing and feeling the grounding action of the pose. Doesn't mean it's free of sensation. Take another inhale, exhale, ground. And then from here, if you can sit back easily, bring your sitting bones down, just go ahead and take a seat. If you need to undo a little bit and then come down, go ahead. I'm gonna lie all the way on my back. Take a moment here, and your back should enjoy the ground for a moment. And then right knee comes into your chest. You'll interlace your hands behind the back of your thigh. Push your thigh bone into your hands. So I don't want you to pull your leg towards you. I want your thigh bone to push forward and away from you. Let your back rest against the floor. Put a pillow under your head if you need it. Inhale, straighten your right leg. And exhale, bend your right leg. Go ahead and straighten the left knee. If this is hard on the low back, rebend it. Try it again. Right leg straightens. Inhale, thigh bone into your hands. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Good. We'll twist. Let go of the thigh. Take your left hand to your right knee and bring it across. You might want a pillow, a cushion, a block for your leg to land on, and then stretch the right arm out to the side. If it's okay on your neck, look to the right. If it's not, look at the ceiling. Close your eyes. One more breath. Bring your knee back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Place your right foot down. Interlace your hands behind the back of your left thigh. I want you to feel for the thigh bone. It has this really heavy presence. It's the second heaviest bone in our body, our thigh bones are. So push that density into your hands to root and ground your thigh bone into your hamstring. Keep your spine soft, head heavy. Inhale, lift the left heel up. And exhale, bend the knee. Shaking is common, so don't think something's wrong or something bad is happening. Inhale, lift the knee. Shaking is good. Exhale, lower. Just means we're opening up a channel. especially when we're lying on the ground and we're very safe and supported. Shaking is okay. Just breathe through it. Inhale. Right leg might straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do this one more time. Inhale to straighten. Your thigh bone pushes into the hands. And exhale, bend the knee. From here, undo the hands. Right hand to left knee. We'll twist. Take the left arm out to the side. Your foot needs to touch something. So if it's hovering, I'd rather you put a block or a cushion, I don't know, your kitty cat or your dog. Rest your foot on something if it's not the floor. Your tailbone gently reaches towards your right heel and the left arm opens out to the side. Take a big breath in. Exhale completely. Take another inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to center. Hug both your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. If it's okay on your spine to roll up to sitting, let's do that. If it's not, roll to your side first, please, and come on up. Sit comfortably. So that could be on your knees, it could be cross-legged, you might tuck a blanket or a cushion underneath you. And we're going to finish our practice tonight in Chandra Bhedana. Chandra means moon. Since this is Lunar Flow, we're trying to activate the moon energy in the body and invoke that. The left side of our body is said to be the feminine, the moon side. Right side is said to be the masculine, the sun side. So essentially, we're going to breathe in through the left nostril, invoking and drawing in the moon. And we'll exhale out through the right nostril, letting go of the excessive heat from the day, the busyness, the sun energy. So take your right hand. I'm not mirroring you, so just know that. Take your right hand, and you're going to take your pointer and your middle finger and draw it down. So my pinky and my ring finger is up, and my thumb is up. My other two fingers are down. Your thumb is for your right nostril. The ring finger is for your left nostril. Again, this is your right hand. So this is called Vishnu Mudra. So again, thumb is for the right, ring finger is for the left. Close your eyes. Keep the right hand in the Vishnu Mudra. Take a breath through both nostrils and observe the breath entering both sides. Feel the breath exiting both sides. Take your thumb to your right nostril, gently close it, inhale to the left. Close the left side with your ring finger and exhale out through the right. Close the right, inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Continuing, close, inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Switch, inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, as though you're drinking in, breathing in moonlight. Switch, exhale right, as though you're breathing out the sunlight, the fire, the heat of the day. Last round, inhale the moon. Exhale the sun. Both hands come down. Turn your palms down on your knees. Breathe in and out through both nostrils. Bring your hands to your heart and take a moment to honor this practice. If you have the time to go into Shavasana, please go ahead and lie back for a few moments. If this is right before bedtime, transition right to bed. Lay down and rest, feeling grounded and steady, not just through the body, but through your mind and your heart, so you can rest well and wake up your best self tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.